Good morning. Today is Friday, November 12th, 2021. Today is a B-Day. Miss Caldero will be holding step team auditions at the dance studio on Tuesday, November 16th at 2:45. Auditions should end no later than 4 o'clock, and transportation home must be arranged. Please make every effort to be there, dress accordingly, and be on time if you're interested in auditioning. Please also check your emails for important information and packages. As a reminder, to our students, you must have your ID with you at all times. There will be various security checks throughout the building where, where your ID will be needed and be presented if you're in the hallway after the bell. If you do not have your ID, you'll be detained.
Winter cheerleading tryouts are November 15th, 16th, and 17th from 3 to 5 p.m. at South Middle School. You must attend all dates. All athletes need an updated physical and must register on Family ID.
NFA will host an instant decision day with Mercy College on November 15th and Suny Orange on November 22nd. Registration in Naviance is required. Check your email daily for updates.
Student Council and ROTC are sponsoring a food drive from Monday, November 8th to Friday, November 19th for the Food Bank of Hudson Valley. Please bring a non-perishable donation to any of these locations. Admin offices, library, or ROTC. Thank you for helping those in need.
NFA's fall musical production of MTI's All Together Now will take place in the auditorium at NFA North on the following dates: Friday, November 12th at 7 o'clock, Saturday, November 13th at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, Sunday, November 14th at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock, Monday, November 15th at 7 o'clock. NFA is collaborating with South Middle School on this showcase, which features songs from the biggest Broadway shows including Hairspray, Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Newsies, Little Shop of Horrors, Rent, and more. Tickets can be purchased online at the link down below. It is highly suggested that you buy tickets online in advance. The seating is reserved and socially distanced. Masks are required. In-person and live stream tickets are available.
Have a good day, NFA.
Hi, I'm Mr. Sohan. I teach living environment. I've been teaching here for 10 years. Today we're going to do an experiment. We're going to be working with chemicals. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to take some food items that we have prepared. In addition to that, we're going to take some food items out of my lunch that I packed, and we're going to test them for a variety of nutrients. So we have to make sure we have our safety goggles on. First test that we're going to do is we're going to test all the food products for the presence of simple sugars. When we do this test, we're going to use what's called a glucose indicator solution, which is blue in color, and it's called Benedict's solution. So we're going to use the Benedict solution on each of the food items, and we're looking for a color change. And if we see a color change, that is going to tell us that there is indeed sugar in those food items. We're going to test each of the food items for the presence of starch. We're going to use small well dishes. We're going to fill the dishes with each of the food items, and we're going to test them with the starch indicator solution. In this case, it is iodine. If the iodine turns colors when making contact with the food items from amber into a black, dark purple, then that would mean that there is indeed starch in those food items. I'm going to show you how to identify if there's starch in foods, and we're going to use this. So now we're going to test these food items for starch. When we do this test, because we don't have the heat source, we don't need to use test tubes. We could do everything in these well dishes. However, we still are working with chemicals, so we still need to keep on our
safety glasses.
Very good.
Goggles.
So, goggles, glasses. So you take this well dish, and what we'll do is we're going to be using the iodine. This is going to tell us if there is starch present. So why don't we make the starch solution the first one, so we know what a positive result will look like, and then we'll do water. We know that water doesn't have any starch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll test the water and we'll test the starch, just so we know what a positive result looks like and a negative result looks like. all right? So here's some starch. So why don't you put some of the iodine in both of those, just so we could see what a positive and negative result looks like. So there's the water. Just 1 drop is good. Maybe 2. Okay, so we get that amber color compared to this color. What color is that?
Black.
Black. So when we see that black color, that means there's starch in the food, right? When we see that amber color, what does that mean?
There's no starch.
No starch. So let's test some of these things. Which one do you want to go with first?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal. What do you think is going to happen with oatmeal? Starch or no starch?
Starch.
All right. That's plenty. So then you're going to compare to which one? Which one does it resemble more? Probably that one,
Starch,
right? So
yeah.
definitely that turned black, so that's a positive result for starch. Why don't we take something from my lunch? I have some shrimp in here, I have some asparagus, I have a Brussels sprout, I have some bread, and I have some ziti. What do you think?
Bread.
Bread. Oh, you're making this easy. What do you think? What do you think this is? You think this is going to test positive for starch? Does bread have starch?
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out. Wow, look at that. That black color. What does that mean?
There's starch.
Okay. How about some oil? Should we test some oil? All right. Gotta be careful with this. You know why you gotta be careful with oil?
Why?
Because if you spill it, everything will get really oily. We got to stir that around a little bit. Use this. No, don't use that. That had starch in it. Use this. And to me, that looks like more of like the amber color, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what is that?
No starch.
Negative. Negative. Corn syrup?
Mhm.
Starch or no starch?
No starch.
Remember, sugar and starch are both carbohydrates, so they are from the same family of nutrients. But starch, what it is simple sugars are small, individual units of sugars, and polysaccharides, with like starch, are really long chains. So this will tell you if the really long ones are present, and clearly they aren't present in the corn syrup. I think we're pretty good. So out of the 3 things that we have, bread, oatmeal, and starch solution, those are all positive. And the other 3, water, corn syrup, and oil, no starch. Good. And that's how we do the test for starch.